Hey guys, what is up? It is me, the world's best blue, and here we are with our Power Stance Bleed Spear build, just hoping to our best to be the best blue ever. So we're gonna go and put on our blue ring, and we're gonna be the best blue ever. We're gonna go after all the reds. I got like my point down, just like pre-prepared. I'm gonna go make some like fetid rot pots. I'm gonna be like the most cancerous stuff. And the worst case scenario, I thought to myself, maybe we could go respec it and have this build just being like a pure mage, just with like light roll, etc. I just love being a blue man. I just love, just coming into this world after like a resummoned phantom has been killed 3 times, and this invader, he's like tired. He's tired. He's getting old. You want to go like just take care of him, but also you want to remind him to like sit down and relax. So you point down on him. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, especially those invaders, have names like that are like really cool. Like you want to make sure that you bring out the worst evil game because they are role playing as a bad guy. You want to go and make sure that you are the best blue ever. So just you got your like endure, you got your like L1 spam, and then if you get hit, just roll away. Yeah, we're the best blue ever. Oh my god, like that last host was like so polite. Like I just got like so badly burnt. That host ended up giving me this really weird rock as like a reward after I helped him go run laps around Lascar Ruin for like 45 minutes. And this invader was just having such a hard time. I made sure to point him down and tell him that he could go like get a rest. But yeah, we got that rock. We're gonna go try it on now, and let's see if it helps. Oh no! Oh no! Well, I can't be looking like this anymore. That would be like the most irrespectable blue ever. I guess there's only one thing that we can do. If you're looking for like a moral to that story, yeah, all blues are just invaders that just need to get their shit kicked in. So the next time you see a blue, just absolutely demolish them, because then you get stuff like this. So today, we have made ourselves a very interesting looking monstrosity. So I was taking a look at a couple of my old builds, and I was like, what can I do to DLCify them? And one of my builds was a namesake for Lapista Nuda, who is a lovely Soulsborne person. This is Lightfoot Leda. Now, bear in mind, like, the spread that I got going on right now, this was not what the build originally had intended, but it was supposed to be a Blue Dancer Arcane build. Now, it wasn't all that good. Like, I was running around with, like, Shamshir and, like, some arc boosting helmet. It was just going around, like, naked, just doing Dragon Queen and stuff. We overhauled that build a little bit. So, the new Deadly Poison Perfume bottle does pure physical damage, which gets boosted by the Blue Dancer. If memory serves, it adds like a 1.3 modifier to like all physical damage that you do when you're below 8 units. And we have paired it with the Poison Hand, which gives you a neutered version of Kindred of Rot Exaltation. On top of that, we got it. The Arcane Talisman is like really light, and the Perfume Talisman is really light. So I would say if you want to try and approach going for perfumes, this is a good way on how to do it. Now, the problem with this build is the fact that Lamenter form gives you no poise. You can't put armor on top of it. So you're stuck playing with light roll if you go into this form. Now this form also provides you with 8 arcane, and you can use a little helmet ability. It just kind of throws out a little strength scaling big head. I honestly haven't found a good use for that. Maybe somebody in the comments will. But this build is pretty solid for damage. It is. We got the new hand-to-hand weapons that each weigh a unit each, and this build is purely arcane. So we got a Colt Infusion, and honestly, it's pretty cozy. Perfumes are kind of like in a weird spot where you don't really want to be using them against groups, but in this form with physical damage, it's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. Like, you're not going to be seeing 300 or more damage on this boy, and you're going to be having a rough time against, say, bleed builds, for example. But we're doing pretty okay at this level. In our physique, we got Opaline and we got Faith Not, which makes for some very nice synergy. I'll take that trade. Oh dear. And yeah, because this is a purely arcane centric build, we're actually getting 246 incant scaling. So you can use the perfume almost as a means to get some interesting synergy without having like something that can be like parried. And with all perfumes, you can actually do feint attacks with them with the R2, which is really good for outspacing. I always find like perfumes are weird. It feels like a whip, but mixed with like a curved sword, but their moveset is like more made to like punish. So pair the setup that has like no poise with some hyper armor incants, all of which you're like doing like physical damage. Rot Breath does physical and also can proc your Kindred of Rot Exaltation. Bale's Flame Lightning is 1 part physical, 1 part fire, 1 part lightning. Very, very interesting. Dragon Claw's physical. And, you know, you get some basic regen along the side. Now, I would say the one problem that I have with this build is if you're fighting a status build, you are going to be in for an interesting time. There is a solution, however, that I have found, and that's using the Ailment Talisman. Now, if you get procced for any type of status, you gain roughly, I want to say, what is that? 534 immunity or so. And similarly, if you proc bleed on yourself, whether or not you're like using the Seppuku, Ash of War, which will proc that, you can get your bleed very high, and that also goes over to Frost. That's pretty good. You could try like using a Lulling Branch, I guess, if you want to be dealing with sleep and madness. So Lamenter Form is interesting. It's light, gives you 8 arc. I would recommend it if you're going to be going for, say, a perfume setup. But yeah, I'm going to showcase some other invasions post. I hope you folks enjoy, and maybe this will encourage you to try and muck around with perfumes, because besides strength, you've got a perfume for every build. So this provides 20% more damage to perfumes. This provides, I want to say, like 12% stacked with 7, so that's like 40. Blue Dancer 1.3, so 30% more damage. And even though like on base it's kind of low in comparison, even though we're like in the DLC, you could have a fun time with this. Enjoy.